the Outlands warriors are willing to travel this far, and also all of our friends from Trimaris and Onsiora and the known world who are here today. We thank you all.
In addition to traveling for our friend Lord Robert Magnus, I cannot thank you enough for all of the support that you have shown His Majesty and I during our first Gulf Wars. We had some trials and some joy at the same time, and you have really made this an incredibly memorable trip, so thank you so much.
To echo what His Majesty said, it really is wonderful to see so many friends this far from home. Thank you for making the trip and for the honor that you give Robert this day.
In days gone by, there existed many orders of knighthood, which recognized the skill and honor of their members, in the service of their king and in the defense of the noble ideals of chivalry embodied in their queen. Did these orders achieve their exalted rank? The society created the Order of Chivalry, which consists equally of knights and master of arms, to recognize outstanding martial achievement and the attainment of those qualities and abilities which are the mark of a peer. Members of the Order of Chivalry are mighty warriors, but they are also skilled in the arts and have given of their time to the benefit of the common weal. As such, they have been recognized as peers of the realm. Their Majesties now call before them the companions of the Order of Chivalry here assembled. The Crown now calls Lord Robert Magnus to come before this court and company.
Your Majesties, now before you comes Lord Robert Magnus, companion of the stag's blood, companion of the stag's heart, companion of the aspen of Kerta, companion of the sable lion of Kerta, current holder of the dreamer's cup of Kerta, and like the mountains of his homeland, a man of immovable will who stands unbending in the face of any obstacle.
Lord Robert, have you undertaken to accept the accolade of knighthood that was offered to you on Kerton 12th night?
I have.
This pleases us greatly. Your Grace Varon, will you release this man from your bond so that he may swear his fealty unto us?
Certainly, Your Majesty. Lord Robert, it's come time to release you from your service to me, so that you may enter a more profound and personal service with your crown. And know that I release you as my squire, but never as my friend.
Thank you, Your Grace. This chain has passed from night to night through the ages of our kingdom. Let it now pass from night to night once again.
Sir Kronos, Master Giovanni, Duke Hogard, I understand that you bring words from the peerages. Please come forward. As members of the peerage, do you affirm that this man, Lord Robert Magnus, has grown in gentle virtue and chivalrous grace as befits a peer of our realm?
I have words if I may speak. I've known Robert since the first day he started in our group, the Society of Great Vernacular. He and his family. I've watched Robert in many of his triumphs, and I've watched him in the few failures he's had. But he stands strong through all of it, his family by his side. What a strong group of people they are. I've watched Robert as he became a good fighter. I've watched him as he became a better fighter. And now I've seen him as a great fighter. I believe this kingdom will do well to have him as part of our group. And today, as a member of the Order of Chivalry, this accolade, I believe, truly is.
Your Majesties, from my lady wife, Duchess Conleoc. Your Royal Majesties, I am sadly missing the opportunity to be there in person, but ask that my Lord carry my words to you. It is my honor and privilege to speak on behalf of the Honorable Lord Robert Magnus as a laurel of the Society. I would specifically speak on the virtues of the arts that Robert has brought to your realm to enhance your kingdom, of not only the encouragement to all generals in the arts, but skill and knowledge he brings with his own hands. Please know I am confident Robert will teach and pass on such knowledge to your populace, both new or old, to the society. As your Majesty's servant, I do affirm of my own certain knowledge that the Honorable Lord Robert Magnus has knowledge and skills in the arts, and I highly recommend him as a candidate to the elevation to knighthood. Duchess Conleoc, Mistress of the North.
And to their Royal Majesties, Bela and Anna, their Highnesses Alaric and Salomea, and to the nobility, peers, and populace of the Kingdom of the Outlands, does Duchess Chiara de la Luna send warmest greetings and regards. It is my distinct honor and privilege to attest to Robert Magnus's dedicated service to the Crown, Kingdom, and Barony in the support of his elevation into the Order of Chivalry. Over the course of many years, Bobby has unstintingly shared his time and talents as a baronial officer and member of several retinues, including the Queen's Guard and Warlord of the Barony of Certa. I greatly admire his steadfast loyalty, his chivalry, and his generous spirit, and hold him in the very highest regard. I wholeheartedly recommend him to the Order of Chivalry, and thank you for the opportunity to share my admiration of this good and honorable man. In service to the Kingdom of the Outlands, I remain, Chiara de la Luna.
Your Majesties, it is my honor to speak to you on behalf of the Order of the Pelican. My task is probably perhaps the easiest task this day, in that the Honorable Lord Robert has performed a tremendous amount of service. He has been your baronial seneschal of Certa. He has hosted or assisted in numerous events, and now will be elevated to the position of Baron of your fine barony of Certa. As a servant, it is sometimes difficult, but that path will be enhanced for him as a knight because he knows how to serve and will serve your Majesty and your heirs with all due humility. So say I, Count Giovanni di Siena.
Gentle peers, we thank you for your wise counsel. Bring forth lightning, the great sword of state. Lord Robert, you have been deemed worthy of this high estate by your peers and have indicated your willingness to us to accept this honor from our hands. Do you now swear upon lightning, the great sword of state of the Outlands, and by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy, that you will honor and defend the crown and kingdom of the Outlands?
And do you swear to defend, protect, and honor the ladies of this kingdom and those weaker than yourselves?
I do, Your Majesty.
That you will treat with courtesy your peers of the chivalry and of the laurel and of the pelican.
That you will conduct yourself in all matters as befits a peer, drawing your sword only in just cause.
I will.
That you will enshrine in your heart the noble ideals of chivalry to benefit your own good name and the glory of the Outlands.
That having sworn these solemn oaths, know now that we, Bela and Anna, by right of arms and grace and favor, King and Queen of the Outlands,